Did you know that in the last week, about $500 million of new cryptocurrencies have been mined? And yet some people still don't take mining seriously enough. Yes, Bitcoin does lead the actual mining profitability, but there are many very lucrative, especially right now, altcoins that can be mined. Sup, I'm Vosk, you're on the Voskcoin YouTube channel. Today we're going to look at some recent mining news, some critical Bitcoin information, as well as crypto security, Bitcoin stocks, mining profitability. Let's dig into it. Unfortunately, Toby had bad news for us. Basically, if you use your max to buy and sell crypto, you're at risk. Specifically M1, M2 chips. This is similar to the Spectre and the other vulnerability found on Intel chips on Windows. This isn't something to freak out too much about. But basically, the quick takeaway is don't use your Mac in airports, hotels, or public Wi-Fi. Taking your own router with you while traveling is actually not a solution, and some of my quick research on this. So for me, it's a good reminder, right, to use cold storage, right? There's Trezor, there's Ledger, there's other things like that. But basically, if you have an M1, M2 chip especially, do not keep your life savings on a hot wallet on those computers. The good news is apparently this hack takes like nearly an hour to complete, very specialized, very advanced, so it's something to be aware of, but it is a bit scary, and that's the quick PSA on it. And I'll post some links down below that can help you do more research if you care about that and if you are potentially impacted there. Bitcoin up 37% in the last 30 days, love to see it. Yet most Bitcoin mining stocks are doing so poor in this cycle, whereas they were stellar performers in the last cycle. Marathon is down 23% in the last 3 months. Bitcoin looks pretty good over the last 3 months. TeraWolf is up only 6% in the last 3 months, and if you go back a couple days, it's down. If you look at Cipher Mining, it's down 2% in the last 3 months. And a week ago, it was down 40%. However, Bitcoin ETFs, like just one example is IBIT, is up 43% in the last 3 months. And this hasn't even been live for 3 months. And this is performance that is much more what you would expect when this asset is up 40% just in the last 30 days. As a full disclosure, I use Robinhood. I have some of these stocks, and I'm going to put a referral code down below because Robinhood is launching a credit card. It's 3% cash back across the board. Okay, so first, that blows away most other credit cards, and you're like, okay, what's the annual fee? There is no annual fee. This is the most impressive credit card with no annual fee that I've seen. If you know of a better one, I'm all ears. And this is a major platform. This is an app I already have. I don't have to get another app to use this. But there is one catch. Okay, one. If you use your boy's link, you can help me get a limited edition gold card when they launch. Right, so that's cool. It's literally gold. That's pretty cool. That'd be fun to have. But two, you've got to be a Robinhood Gold member. I'm already a Robinhood Gold member, and no, I'm not some YouTuber guy and they give it to me for free. I pay my $5 a month like everybody else, right? I appreciate Robinhood Gold, and it's easy to make up $5 a month with the savings rate they have for the FDIC insured cash on their app. So, hey, there's the heads up on that one. Recently talked to Miner Mag, and he's got some good data. Bitcoin miner Arkon Energy plans backdoor listing in Europe. Reminds me of the Dota days. Yet another Bitcoin mining firm is planning to go public amid the return of Bitcoin's market momentum, right? So Arkon Energy plans a public listing in Europe by merging with a shell company dubbed BM3EAC. Arkon operates a proprietary hash rate fleet, because we just gotta make everything always sound different. Mining farm, right? Offers hosting capacity for customers for 2 different sites in Ohio, a 95 megawatt facility and a 22 megawatt facility. So yes, more Bitcoin mining farms, major ones, right, are pushing to go public. It's bullish energy, and it'll be interesting to watch. Bitmain-backed BitFuFu lists on Nasdaq via SPAC merger. BitFuFu made 130 foo. I'm losing it, man. $1 million in revenue. That's a name. In the first half of 2023, 87 of that. That's crazy. 87 million of net revenue is paid to Bitmain. Bitmain's not going anywhere, whether you love them or hate them. The completion finally comes out more than 2 years since they submitted the plan, but postponed the deadline multiple times because of the bear market. This is where it gets crazier, though. 15.2 exahash, right? Operating hash rate. 131,000 miners mining Bitcoin is what that is. But BitFuFu only owns 20,000 of those miners, leasing basically 106,000 of those miners from Bitmain, who only owns 5%. Cathedra Bitcoin expands the mining hosting in reverse takeover. Company may buy some of the hosted hash rate for self-mining. This Canada-listed Cathedra Bitcoin, Cathedral would have sounded cooler. Vertically integrated proprietary Bitcoin mining hosting operation, reverse takeover merger deal, halted the trading of its stock on Thursday before announcing that it entered into a binding share exchange agreement for a merger with Bitcoin mining infrastructure operator Kungsleden. The deal was the latest merger activity in the Bitcoin mining industry following the business combination of Hut 8 and USBTC in 2023. Crypto miner Bitdeer is in talks with private credit for capital, seeking a $100 million raise. I'm mining some Bitcoin too, and I'm just a wee lad compared to these people we've been talking about. I'm almost at 3 petahash. Not consistently, right? My 24 hours 2.8, but I've got some more of my miners back online, so I'm so close. I'm really one S21 away. I'm probably gonna need to change that. I need to fix that. We look at my mining rewards and revenue here. We can see that I'm mining about 0.00435 Bitcoin a day. So I'm mining about $300 of Bitcoin a day, especially once I've gotten a little bit more of my hash rate back up and online here. And $300 a day, that's like awesome. That sounds crazy. But remember, I'm spending like half of that towards my electricity with my current electricity rate. So good, profitable, happy, but it's not quite as much of a cash cow as you may initially think it is. I'm happy to be doing it though. I enjoy it, and I will continue pushing forward even in the face of the Bitcoin halving. Scary. Speaking of brains, they just released their latest version, and the real notable thing from this is that they support the Antminer S21 now. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there and where that goes. We look at emission, at least the ones that are tracked on here on mining pool stats. $64 million in emission in the last 24 hours of Bitcoin. Crazy. Dogecoin continues to do over 2 million. It's pushing towards 3 million. It's up 41% in the last week. It's pretty cool. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty impressive. Caspa's still hanging in there at about 1.5 million. We scroll down the list some, we see some other notable performers here. Most notably, I would say, is Nervos Network. CKB has been doing so well. Their miners a couple months ago, after their halving event, were probably treading water, breaking even at best for most people. Now they are earning $20, $30 a day before you pay the electric bill. I mean, you're able to realize that like a 10 cents per kilowatt hour electricity rate, about $20 a day after you pay the electric bill in passive income. It's engaging. But I really think that Dogecoin mining is the interesting and safe bet, if you will, with altcoin mining right now. I'm on a 2 pool. I've got one miner on here, and it's the DG1. And we can see that I'm pretty much sitting here at about 11 gigahash a second. And we go to the revenue, and we look at the tracked hash rate per day. I was never getting 11 gigahash a second. So what I did, I removed the backup pools because it was starting to mess up and split hash rate and just be weird. Now it is consistently hashing per the mining pool, which is what you get paid off of, over 11 gigahash a second. So this is great. This is leading to Litecoin mining revenue of about 0.04 coins, so a whopping $4. I know, I'm rolling in it. And then I'm also mining about 134 Dogecoin a day, which is about $25. So this is a mining rig that is mining about $30 a day, entirely thanks to Dogecoin, which is up 124% in the last 30 days. 41 of that in the last 7 days again. And it's impressive. It's impressive. It's looking good. We zoom out over the last year. Doge is looking good, holding strong. It's going to pull the Doge clones up with it. We talked about that recently. But this miner in question is the AlphaPex DG1. The prices for these are going up. ASIC Marketplace is a sponsor of the channel. Please use the Voskcoin link down below to grab one of these if you want. If you just use our coupon code, ASIC Marketplace won't credit us. And of course, do your own research and buy it from wherever you want. But after our code, it should be similarly priced. I have mixed feelings on this, but so far, so good out of the box. Something that has not been working too well for me as I explore overclocking and customization of my Caspa miners, but particularly my Iceriver miners. My KS3M is making less per day than my Antminer K7s. You can get the Antminer K7 right now for like $3-4 grand. The KS3Ms command a price of around $7,000-$8,000. So why? Well, the network hash rate is going up and it is becoming more difficult to mine Caspa. That's true, but my most profitable mining rig that I own is still my Antminer KS3, earning over $60 a day in passive income. And in this case, it's mining Bitcoin indirectly by using the NiceHash mining pool. So I remoted into my mining farm after seeing this really low mining profitability when I was setting up this video. I was like, what's going on here? I find out one of my Hashboards has died. I am running a T-Swift overclock. I don't know if the overclock pushed it too far, or if the thermal paste needs to be redone, or if the hashboard's been fried, or what. But I mean, this is a very expensive mining rig to have 1/3 of it not working anymore. I'm not happy about this. Not thrilled. This is not good. This is not good. Goldshell just dropped at least the news of their AL box. It's an ALF ASIC miner. We've also confirmed through our connections that Bitmain is going to bring a Antminer ALF ASIC miner to market. There's a serious rumor circulating that IB-Link will bring an ALF ASIC miner to market. And you may have never heard of this, and why you should take it seriously is the fact that this miner, as it stands, just a little one from Goldshell, will be pulling in $100 a day. Wild mining profitability. Jazz Miner has apparently dropped news of the X44 series, which is absolute astronomical leap in mining efficiency and power for mining Ethereum Classic. It will completely kick GPU miners off of ETC mining based on its wild efficiency, as well as a lot of the other ETC ASIC miners. There's a new Antminer K7 hitting the market. It's a very tiny bump going from their previous best version of 63.5 terahash to now 66 terahash a second. Easily the smallest news in this news, but still news. Oh, and there's just the S21 Pro, the most powerful and profitable air-cooled Bitcoin ASIC miner. But it's going to hit post-halving, pretty expensive, but the price difference of the S21 Pro versus the S21 would make me lean towards the S21 Pro with current prices because, yeah, it's a little bit more expensive than the Antminer S21s, but it's a little more powerful, it's a little more efficient, and you get better miner density. Oh, and have you seen the new Caspa ASIC miner? It's the Iceriver KS3M, just a powerhouse at a relatively low price point. I say that almost laughing as far as Caspa ASIC miners go and are sold for. And we still have yet to see the release and specs of the Goldshell Caspa ASIC miner, which is right around the horizon. You pull up mining profitability calculators like AMV, and you see a whole lot of Caspa miners. So you get interested. It's intriguing. You wanna get that exposure, but a lot of these miners are unproven, right? The Iceriver has had a lot of issues with their miners. So just be very clear: I have an Antminer KS3, not an Iceriver KS3. And then to have a hashboard go down is very frustrating. Remember, these profitability numbers are after an electric bill at a 10 cent per kilowatt hour electricity rate. So I don't know. It's kind of frustrating. Just another thing I'm going to have to figure out and look into. But you know, overall, by and large, mining's going great. It's a great time to be a crypto miner. It's a great time to be a crypto investor. It's a great time to be in cryptocurrency. It's a breath of fresh air as the market has picked up. And while like any metric you look at, like yeah, it's a bull run, but it's really early, and this market has been different than the previous ones. And it's definitely not parabolic. Retail is not here. You know, a lot of general metrics like Google trends, right? YouTube views, TikTok engagement, everything. None of it points to, oh my God, we're in the bubble. Oh my God, the prices are so high. I don't really understand where half the world is, but sooner or later they're going to wake up and they're going to pile in. And that's when it's going to be crazy. That's when it's going to be the parabolic bull run. Is this a crypto bubble? Kind of situation. So, hey, I'm Vosk. You're on the Voskcoin YouTube channel. I'm going to close this out with 10 seconds to Tail. She is our CMO, our Chief Mining Officer here. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below what you think I should cover next time, if I missed anything important, or if you love me or hate me, or what's your dog's name. I'll see you later.
When you let me, baby, let you see I'm shining.